Did we turn these on? The cameras?
We're recording right now.
Oh my God. Hi, everybody. It's your old pal, Sarah Silverman. And looky here. We're on a temporary set.
I love your apartment.
Due
I love
to
what you've done with it.
Circumstances.
So many electronic candles.
Oh, yeah, look at this. I like the old-timey phone.
Yeah.
I have someone here today with me, Jimmy Kimmel. He's right there. Do you see him, everybody? And let me tell you a little bit about Jimmy Kimmel. Not that he needs I'm looking at something Isabella wrote. He's in your living room night after night as the host and producer of Jimmy Kimmel Live. That's great. He's won multiple Emmys. He's even hosted the Emmys. He's also hosted the Oscars, the AMAs. That's the main credit.
Yeah, that's the big one.
The White House Correspondents Association dinner with President Obama. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and did I mention... he voices characters in America's two favorite films, Paw Patrol and Boss Baby.
That's right.
But know what she doesn't have in here?
The Smurfs.
Oh, really? Are you in the Smurfs?
Yeah, I'm in the Smurfs.
Who are you?
Tardigrade, which is not a Smurf. It's just a character.
No.
Yeah. Well, you want to know the truth? This is actually a funny story. I was supposed to be the only human in the Smurfs movie.
And real action, like live action?
Yes, and I was dressed as a wizard. And I went and I shot the whole thing. And of course I said to them, like, give me the list of the 30 people who said no to this before you settle on me. And they're like, no, honestly, we really wanted you to be in it. And then they cut me out. So...
Oh my God, that would have been amazing.
Then they told me, okay, you can do this this little character. I was like, should I come in the studio? They were like, no, just record it on your computer and send it to us.
That would have been so great. I loved when you would see a live action person with it. And also, it would have been amazing if it was just very lo-fi.
Maybe I was just bad. You know, that's certainly a possibility.
I mean, maybe.
Many years ago, there was a movie called Like Mike starring Lil Bow Wow. Do you remember this story?
I remember you getting, this was like one of your first acting parts.
I said no to this 12 times. I said, I don't want to do this. I was supposed to play Little Bow Wow's agent. I was like, I'm not an actor. I don't want to do this.
That's when they thought Kimmel was Jewish.
Right.
A Jewish name.
Sure. They still do.
Sorry.
Over and over and over again, they asked me to do this to the point where I was just like, I give up. Okay, I'll do it. I went in, I shot the whole thing. Never heard another word. Didn't know how movies worked. The premiere came. I was excited to take my kids. My son, Kevin, loved Michael Jordan. He's a big Chicago Bulls fan. I never got a call. I thought, well, that's weird. And I've been telling the kids I was in this movie. I finally just took them to the movie theaters. And we sat through the whole movie. I wasn't in it. And then they accused me of lying to them. It's very embarrassing.
Oh, your kids.
I was like, where am I in the movie? And then, of course, I called my agent and said, I wasn't in the movie. He's like, oh, yeah, they cut you out.
They really should tell you.
They should tell you.
Oh, my God. You were... fucking so good on Hacks. I forgot to tell you that.
Oh, thank you.
Your acting was so good.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, I'm very nervous about that kind of thing. And
you were so good. I can't believe I didn't text you or tell you, but
I appreciate that.
I'm happy I can tell you now. I wrote down a couple things. Oh, I thought of a game last night, but I don't know. But that like if we both remember something from our mutual past together, and then we each tell the story and the other one blocks their ears, and then we compare to see how similar they are.
Okay.
But I didn't think of any examples.
But we would we're really going to have to plug those ears, though.
Yeah, we'll take off our thing and go like this.
Okay.
I'm not a game person, but that I thought might be funny.
Okay. Remember we almost got arrested at the Newark airport for making out in the airport? Does that one ring a bell?
Yes. Oh my God, that was very romantic. That would have been such an embarrassing fight. Luckily, neither of us were wildly famous at all. But like, We were so in love, and we were probably going to see each other in a few days or something. I don't know.
One of us was leaving to go somewhere.
Wait, why were they breaking us up?
No, there was no reason. It was chalked up to 9/11 somehow. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
how.
this was not long after 9/11. The following, the 2002.
It was far enough away. No proximity to 9/11 should necessitate that. But the guy came up to us. He's like, "Hey, break it up."
I know.
And he had a rifle also. It was crazy.
It wasn't pointed at us.
It wasn't pointed at us.
But it was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing and just
and
like, what are we exchanging weapons here? What do you think's going on?
Maybe.
Yeah, no, that was
Fluids.
I thought about that on the way over here. I was trying to think about the stories we can tell. What about have you told this story about where the time that you made pot brownies, which you would make a lot, which are a thing of the past now and kind of quaint, I think?
Yes.
And
we went to New York. We were subletting an apartment.
Yeah. And Duck, your very small dog, found the brownies. And not only were they loaded with THC,
so much.
Also chocolate, which allegedly kills dogs, but I've come to believe that it doesn't.
Or maybe it's not like real chocolate or something.
Yeah, maybe that. But Duck ate the whole thing. And this is when pot was illegal everywhere.
It was illegal. You were somewhere working on something. That's why we were there. I came back to that apartment.
I think I was visiting you. You were working on something.
Oh.
Yeah, but Duck ate the whole plate of brownies.
Yeah.
Not a speck left. And we didn't know what to do.
I thought he was just cold. He was like shivering and staring, and I'm like warming him up. And then I look at the Ziploc, and there's a hole eaten out the side, and every brownie is gone.
All gone. And you called the vet. I think you called the vet.
I scooped him up, got in a cab.
No, none of those things happened.
Yet? Oh
No,
my
you
God.
didn't.
You weren't there. You were
I was
somewhere.
with you. I know I was with you. Not just the one time it happened. Also the second time.
The second time you were with me.
I was with you both times. We called the vet and he said there's nothing you can do. Just give him water. And then we sat around and watched him act like a stoner, which was hilarious.
I am telling you. I feel like Lewis was in town.
No. None of that stuff. This was just a... See, this is why we can't do the ears plug thing.
Oh my God, I want to punch you in the face.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
telling you, I put him under my arm. I got in a cab. I went uptown to some
hair
animal.
under your arms. That was not a dog.
The doctor looked at him and started laughing and was like, this dog is tripping. Then I had to wait in the waiting room, and like 2 different families were putting down their dogs, and they were all crying. And I was sitting there with Duck, who's had like dry mouth, and he was like this.
His mouth, yeah.
And I had to like spit on my finger and put it in his gums.
His teeth, yeah.
Thank you for the viewers, the listeners, rather.
Yeah, the listeners. Well, I mean, listen, everybody remembers things differently, and it's certainly possible.
That's so
I will
differently.
acknowledge that's possible. But I do believe that if I was there, I would have gone to the vet with you. We were worried we were going to get arrested. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, well, I was anyway. We were worried we were going to get arrested because if you call and you make a report, I did this to my dog. Maybe they have a duty to report that to somebody, and maybe we might get arrested for having a pretty good quantity of. And also, when you made those brownies, it was interesting because, first of all, we had no idea what kind of potency they would have. Like, you never really knew if you did it right.
No, it was a grab bag.
Sometimes there was nothing.
And sometimes you're under a table convinced you're going to swallow your tongue.
And sometimes you get hungry from eating the first one, and then you see a plate of brownies and you think, oh, I'll have another one. And then it just keeps going until you're in a world of your own. But also, you would sometimes forget key brownie ingredients like baking powder, and they would come out really hard and flat.
Yeah, but those were good.
Well, they had a chocolate flavor. Yeah.
I mean, what do you want? You're getting drugs in a system.
There was no baking powder in it, so it didn't rise at all. It just was like,
I still don't know baking powder. Baking powder?
Yeah, baking powder.
Never heard of that in my life.
Are you challenging that it exists?
No,
because this one I will fight you on.
I believe you know better when it comes to cooking.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Do you still in your refrigerator have nothing?
No, because I am with a man who
likes to eat.
He likes to keep the refrigerator stocked, and he makes things and cooks things.
But when we were together, the same was true, and there was never anything in your refrigerator.
In my refrigerator, right?
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
maybe.
And if you had it your way, would there still be nothing in the refrigerator?
Probably. Nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe yogurt. I'm eating Greek yogurt now for my bones.
Oh, what brand do you like?
Siggy's.
Oh, I like that one too. Oh, maybe they'll be a
so
sponsor of your show.
Oh, eat Siggy's.
Do you eat the plain one or the vanilla?
It's funny you should ask. I bought both yesterday and thought maybe I'd mix them, but I'm trying to just eat the plain because it's better for you, but I add a little bit of honey.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the vanilla.
I do too. I like the vanilla.
Yeah.
It's not that much worse. It's still no fat. Oh
well,
my
it's been
God,
great
we're so
catching
old.
up.
Let me see what I wrote. Welcome to Memories. I'm Sarah Silverman.
Memories. I'm Jimmy Kimmel. These are memories that only we share. No one else shares them.
I'll tell you something I remember. One of the first things you told me, we were in your car, you're dropping me off at my old apartment on Sweetser, and we're sitting in the car, and you said, I never get writer's block, and I will never get writer's block. And I thought, oh my God, this is such a goyim thing to say, that you're not even afraid the gods will hear. You know what I mean? But you said, and I always think of this, you go, I never get writer's block because I write every day.
Right.
And I think of that.
I don't think that's why. I think it's because I have a deadline every day. It's because I have to be finished with my writing by a certain time every single day. And that included being on the radio when I was doing like 6 sportscasts every morning and then writing all the material for the other guys on the show. So I just would write and write and write and write. And I don't think I just didn't have the luxury of writer's block. I think writer's block comes when you have more time than you need.
Yeah, I think you're right too. And also, would you say that maybe writing, that if you're always writing, always producing, you have less time to go within, or if you're always cooking for everyone else, you don't have to necessarily socialize with the people in the other room.
Right, right. Well, that's a real thing. I think they are two different things.
Yeah.
But I think my job, is most like working at a newspaper more than anything. It's like there's a
extinct.
Pretty much, yeah. Close to extinction. Also, though, you have to finish the story. It has to be in the paper before they start printing it up.
Well, that is your job completely. I remember we're just watching you, just you're working, you're going, you're go to make this show, and then the next thing you know, that show is over, and before you can take a breath and relax, you have to think about the next show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of terrible. It is kind of terrible.
But did you ever learn to, I didn't mean to be interviewing him, but now I'm just interested. Did you ever learn to love it?
A part of me loves it. Yeah, sure. Of course. I think I must love it. Even though I focus on the things I don't like about it, I must love it.
Right.
Because I keep doing it. I don't need to do it.
No.
When I was on the radio, I definitely loved it. There's no question about it because I was making no money doing it. And there was no real, the fact that I got into television was an accident. It wasn't my plan. It was just happened because I was on the radio and people who had TV shows were listening. But it does pay. I mean, what the lesson is that it's just like exercise. It's if you work out every single day and you're serious about it, you're going to be a muscular individual.
Yeah. And there's almost, I think with working out, and the same maybe with writing or doing stuff that takes self-discipline, even if there isn't a deadline or the deadline's farther away, there's a positive in having a mindlessness about it. Like if I think about working out, I can easily talk myself out of working out. But if I mindlessly put on my sneakers and go, I will have worked out.
Right. What I do, my thing is I have a guy that I work out with now, and I just interrogate him the whole time.
I'm sure.
And I forget about the exercise part of it. So I'm able to think, like when I'm on a treadmill, which I know you'll go on the treadmill.
I haven't in a while, but yeah.
That is my absolute nightmare. Like I can't even watch it. Like TV is not engrossing enough to take my mind off it. I'm just looking at the time. I
just remembered a
hate it.
fight we had.
Oh, what was it?
It was over what skipping is.
Oh, you know what? I almost looked that up again like a week ago.
What skipping is?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel I know what skipping is, and I was like, let's have a skipping race. And you're like, that's not even skipping. Skipping is this. And then you did something I've never seen before in my life. But you're so positive about it. You have such conviction that I second guess
a
lifetime of skipping.
And the same, if you just switch the perspective, you could say the same thing.
You've never seen skipping
I do remember the skipping fight. It was maybe the dumbest fight we ever had, but we're serious. And now that I'm thinking about skipping, I still think I would do the same thing I did last time. And I'll tell you another thing. I probably told you this back then.
Yeah.
There was a time where I felt like I was a very fast skipper.
Me
like
too.
I could win
That's why I wanted to race.
a skipping competition.
I've had dreams of like skipping, like where it's like a mile and like 4 skips.
I also feel like maybe it wouldn't be a terrible idea, since this is on video, if at the end of this, we go out and demonstrate our skip, because there's not enough room to skip here.
Here's some ads.
Article, darling. You know, it's time to talk about my favorite place to buy furniture, Article. They make it easy to create a stylish home at an unbeatable price. They have curated collections for every style. Mid-century modern, coastal, Scandi-inspired pieces. They shine on their own, but also pair seamlessly with basically any other Article product. With their help, you will easily make your space feel cohesive and stylish. Article takes great care in curating its collection, focusing solely on high-quality, meaningful pieces that will stand the test of time. There is no filler. Every item is chosen for its craftsmanship, design, and lasting value. As you may know, I own several pieces from Article. What can I say? I'm a classy lady. I own a chair from them. I own all my entire dining room set from them. I have gorgeous lamps from them. I have a bed frame from them. I'm obsessed. It's really that nice. With Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you're not completely in love with your new furniture, you can easily return it. This peace of mind ensures that you can invest in your home without hesitation. Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. To claim, visit article.com/Sarah, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout. That's article.com/Sarah for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
And we're back.
Now I'm going to tell you what I think the results of this experiment will be.
Okay.
I think everyone's going to be on your side, because I think my skipping is completely weird and it doesn't make any sense. I can't remember, though, what your version of skipping is, but I will tell you mine is jump onto one foot, slide it a little, jump onto the next foot, slide it a little. That's my
How do you
skipping.
even slide? If you're on one foot, how do you slide?
I'll show you later when we get out on the street. But yeah, it's kind of a slide. How would you describe your skipping?
I don't know, because it's just like muscle memory, and it comes from like here. It comes from
like
straight in my heart.
Like, I feel like your version is just jaunty jogging. Like jogging with...
I don't know, but it's like, ba-da-doo, I'm in the air. Da-da-doo, I'm in the air.
Yeah.
Ba-da-doo, I'm in the air.
Now, I have the same side-to-side hand motion. Skipping. I will do the same side-to-side hand motion.
Okay.
And I do feel like I'm wearing good skipping shoes today. They're nice and flat on the bottom.
Oh, good. Yep.
Yeah, your shoes are good for skipping also. Oh, maybe we'll settle this. And maybe, more excitingly, if what I'm doing is not skipping,
Yeah.
I've invented something completely new.
God damn it.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's right.
I have a memory, and the first thing that came into my mind was that you have a friend named Ray,
Yeah.
and he did something in a hot tub that he would do that
Yeah.
in a post-COVID world, even in a pre-COVID world, is insane.
Yeah. It was
Not
no
that
less
it doesn't have
insane
to do
back
with his
then.
mouth or nose, but still.
So what Ray would do, and I was on. This is Ray in his high school years. This is Adam Carolla's friend Ray.
But he didn't ever do it. I feel he did it amongst.
I'm sure we made him demonstrate at some point, but I don't. He didn't do it as he usually did it, which was on someone's head. So what Ray would do in a hot tub or just with a garden hose handy is he would fill his colon with water. So in the hot tub, he'd get up to that little jet that shoots the water out. And he would fill himself with it. Yeah, he'd pull his bathing suit down and quietly fill himself with it. And then he'd stand up next to the hot tub, and whoever was unfortunate enough to be sitting in the hot tub with him, he would fire a very forceful column of water
Geyser.
from his asshole onto their heads.
Yeah.
And not only that, he could hold it for such a time that he would sometimes go through the drive-through window at Jack in the Box, etc. And when the window opened, he would turn up and he would fire it, and they would quickly close the drive-through window, but not quickly enough.
You know how people don't make laws until there's a reason? Like, at some point, rollerblading became popular and people were rollerblading like in the mall. And then they had to make a law like you can't rollerblade in the mall because of lawsuits. Like, this is something where someone you have to make a law that you can't shoot water out of your asshole into the food delivery window.
Yeah, what would
And
the
now they
charge
have to
be?
have a sign there.
Yeah, Ray, well...
The charge should be severe, by the way.
Ray also, when he wanted to get a job on my show, decided to shit in my desk.
I do recall that. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And did he get a job at the show?
He did get a job at the show, but I didn't know he'd shit in my desk because he called Adam to boast about the fact that he shit in my desk. And Adam's like, Ray, I don't know how you're getting into the office, but you better get in there tonight before Jimmy finds that. You better get rid of it. And then someone told me about it a year later.
So
and
it was
then
not...
another year later, I hired him to work at the show.
Okay, so you gave it a 2-year birth, but also I can't imagine Ray was, when he cleaned up his own shit from within your desk, was careful about being extremely clean.
In fairness to
probably
Ray,
touched
he
every
did shit
pen.
onto a paper towel and then laid it
Oh.
like a baby, like you would a newborn baby. Into
So
a
he was
cradle.
able to-
He was
oh.
able to lay it down in an empty desk drawer.
So you can't say he's not thoughtful.
He is thoughtful. He did think that through, and I appreciate it. Yeah, Ray's still out there. I haven't seen him in a long time. There was a time where Adam wanted to fix him up with you.
He's not at first, if you just were to like see a picture or like
he's a
look at him,
good-looking guy. Yeah.
very good looking guy. He's one of those guys that's like completely lean and muscular, not from exercising, but I believe from every atom in his body going like just a frenetic insanity that keeps those kinds of people very fit.
Yeah, but he's more like an orangutan that somebody
He
rubbed
taught
covered
me
with,
orangutan,
with Nair.
much like my mother Beth Ann.
Yeah.
You know how to pronounce things. So like my mom would say, it's not forte, it's fort. But then you can't say fort around people because nobody says that.
Right, but you can say orangutan and people know it's not orangutan. There's no orange drink associated with the animal.
But I would say most people say orangutan.
Most people are stupid.
Right, but I now say orangutan since knowing
Thank you.
Okay, I have a memory, and it's so weird, but it only recently did I realize what was happening. And this is what I've tried to... When we were first dating, we were standing around, we were talking about something. Was it wave particle duality? No, I know what it was. Farting and farts.
Right.
And You were like, do you ever do this? Like, if you silently fart, but it really smells and you see that someone's coming, do you go like this? And I don't know how to explain this for people listening, but you're like that. It looked like you were sucking it all in.
Right, take it all
That's
in.
how I perceived it. So I was like trying to be polite. So I go, yeah. But in my mind, I was like, oh my God, he sucks in his farts. Like that's shit. That's made of shit.
I do it through my nose. It's not through my mouth. I didn't think of the mouth thing, but I don't think you can do nose and mouth at the same time.
Hold on a second.
What?
You were sucking it in through your nose?
Listen, here's the thing. I'm not saying it's effective. It's worth a shot.
You think you can smell in a fart?
Of course you can. You could filter in a cloud of poison gas if you wanted.
And
you suck it in, and then it doesn't come out, right?
Okay, this is crazy because what I thought I realized all these years later was that you weren't sucking it in, you were blowing it away.
No. I was trying. No, like if I were to fart in an elevator, for instance, and a confined space, and then suddenly you hear the ding and the door's about open, I go like, to try to like eliminate it as quickly as possible.
I can't. This is a revelation.
I'm not
beyond,
saying it works. I'm just saying it's worth a shot, and it definitely takes a little dent out of it.
You smell up your own fart.
Well, yeah. First of all, I don't like to share.
And in your mind, they're dying. Amy is choking on something. You are taking the particles of your human feces that have now been in the air.
Yeah.
You're drawing them into your nose.
I'm reclaiming them. Yes, I'm reclaiming
lungs.
them. Yeah. It's like this is a cooking thing, and so you probably won't really relate to this, but when you make a loaf of bread, you keep a little bit of the dough and you put it into the next bread dough, and then you keep a little of that dough, and it gives it a richness.
And somehow that's like smelling in your farts?
Yes, it adds a richness to. Do you remember when we were walking and we were holding hands, and I took your hand behind me and farted on your hand?
Oh, no.
You don't remember that?
No, I'm thinking of something else entirely.
Oh, I was very proud of myself. It was a move that I thought of and I acted on immediately.
And how did I react?
You laughed.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
One time we were taking a walk and you put your hand on my, like under my sweatpants probably, into where my butthole is. And then you quickly pulled it out and went, ugh, and you had peanut butter. You had put peanut butter on your hand.
Oh, yeah.
And now you had to like have peanut butter in your hand for a whole walk.
I probably ate it, yeah.
Worth it. So much pooping, so
many pounds. So many.
How about when we were going to have a huge, maybe a 4th of July party or something at your beach house? I don't know if it's still the one we have.
It is.
We have a dinner beforehand with just family, and then all the guests were going to come. We ate a weed edible.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened?
No.
I'll tell you why. Because you passed out before the party happened.
That was New Year's Eve.
Oh, it was a New Year's Eve.
It was worse.
You passed out at like 8 p.m. We had to carry you into the bedroom.
Well.
And then I had to host a party, which I was not great at.
I remember all the details because our friend Daniel made us he made a paper plate with the events of the evening. It was like 6:15 p.m. We walked down the block to the restaurant, and then by 9 p.m. I fell coming out of the restaurant.
Yeah,
and you put me in a cab, and the cab ride was 700 feet. I mean, it was one of those where the cab driver's like, what the fuck just happened? Like, okay, we'll get out here. You put me in a cab, drove me to the house. I was out cold by 9 o'clock. And then, the next 3 hours were a New Year's party. And I woke up at like 2:30 a.m. feeling great. Like, where is everybody? Yeah.
It was a very fun party, though. And I remember Tig Notaro and your daughter, Katie, and I, that Beyonce song, Irreplaceable, had come out and we made up a song to it, a dance to it, rather.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah, I was unconscious at that time. So
Also, a very good choreographer. You choreographed one song that lives forever. Do people still do it?
Oh, yeah, still do it. It's a dance I made up in high school to the song Cool It Now by New Edition. Mm-hmm. And it's not very complicated. When they say cool it now, you wave your face like you're in an elevator trying to get the farts in.
Yeah.
And then watch out, you jump backwards like your watch out, and then lose control of your body, and then fall in
to
love.
the ground.
You fall to the ground. And as I get older and older, I regret doing this, and I know that when I'm 80, I'm still going to be required to do it at every family wedding.
I mean, everyone does it.
What I've done now, though, is I've made an edit of the song that is much shorter because the song is interminable. It goes on forever. I've made an edit of the song that I know going in with the DJ, I'm like, this is the version of the song that you have to play.
Well,
do not
good.
play the other version or I'm going to have to go to the hospital. So I give him that one, and we do that one. It's about 2.5, 3 minutes long.
Oh, it is a long song then.
It's
That's
like 5:30, the original version of that song. And it just kind of goes on and on and on. You're just standing there and it's bad. Yeah. But I have made up dances to other songs. You've just not seen them. My friend Jimmy Vega and I made a dance to the song Let It Whip by the Daz Band when we were in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. But
Right.
those
But
are
nothing
my
since.
Nothing since. No, I haven't come up with anything since.
Here's some ads.
Thrive Cosmetics. Summer is all about looking and feeling your best without piling on a bunch of stuff. Thrive Cosmetics is your go-to for a simple, clean, and radiant summer look with minimal effort and maximum impact. Every product is 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and made with clean, skin-loving ingredients that work with your skin, not against it. Something really special about Thrive Cosmetics is how much they give back to communities with over $150 million in product and cash donations to 600 plus giving partners. Your purchase directly fuels real impact. And that's beauty with a purpose. They are very well known for their Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. It has over 40,000 five-star reviews. Imagine 40,000 people agreeing on something. That's something. It's sweat-proof, makes you look like you're wearing lash extensions. It comes right off with warm water at the end of the day, so you're not tugging at your little eyelashes. Maximize your look for minimal effort. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/Sarah for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, like CAUSEMETICS.com/Sarah.
And we're back.
A lot of
here's
people
a
I know are
scary thing.
thinking about where they can get citizenship and
I do
stuff.
have Italian. I did get Italian citizenship.
You do?
I do.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I do have that. And what's going on is as bad as you thought it was going to be.
Way worse.
It's so much worse. It's just unbelievable. Like, I feel like it's probably even worse than he would like it to be.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do every once in a while I'll Google Trump regrets or MAGA regrets just to see all the people that I'm not happy that they're upset and but it makes me hope that maybe this will bring people together.
Yeah. Well, I have some thoughts on that. And I think that there are a lot of people, like now you see like these clips of Joe Rogan saying, why is he doing this? He shouldn't be deporting people. And people go, fuck you. You supported him, whatever. I don't buy into that. I don't believe the fuck you. You
Same.
supported him.
Just like,
I think everybody has to have the door needs to stay open.
well, that's my
If
whole
you
thing
want
with
to
the
change
left.
your mind, that's so hard to do. If you want to admit you were wrong, that's so hard and so rare to do.
And brave.
You are welcome.
I mean, Republicans know the difference between right and wrong in general. Like, they know what they're doing. I don't know. But the left, it's just, I find it ironic. The left, I'm on the left. I was but like, I find in general, the party that is about inclusivity is incredibly elitist. Just fucking say, join us. Yes, come join us. Yes, sit next to me.
It's not the party. It's not the majority. It's the loud voices that scare people from saying what they believe and make you think twice about a joke or whatever, these things. And, a lot of their points are valid, but a lot of them are also just repulsive. And I mean, they repel people from, they go like, oh, you're no fun. I don't want to be around you. And I think that if you had to boil it down to like one thing, that's kind of what it is. It's like, oh, you're no fun. I don't want to be part of your group. I don't like your group. It's not a relaxed place to be.
People go where they're accepted, where the love is. I mean, Trump was a Democrat.
Yeah, right.
He has no ideology. Right. It's the truest thing he ever said was, I remember when he was doing one of the first Republican debates, like in 2015 or whatever. And he goes, I give everyone money. I gave her money. I gave you money. I give, because then in turn you do favors for me. Just like refreshing almost.
Yeah, transactional nature of, that's just the way he looks at everything. It's transactional. It's like, if I give you money, you got to do something for me. The Clintons were at his wedding. I mean, that's what he's like. This idea that the deep state and this one, and he's the hero and he's going to expose all this stuff or whatever. Bill and Hillary were at his wedding.
There's no sense. It's a fucking.
I can't believe I voted for him 3 times.
Remember when your appendix burst? Remember when your head swelled?
You saved my life that day. You really did.
I did?
Yeah. Because we went to the hospital and they were not treating it.
I do remember going like full Shirley MacLaine from Terms of Endearment. Yeah. Like I went bananas. I've never seen anyone in more pain.
They put me in a little office, you remember? Because, not for me, but because there are HEPA situations where if somebody takes a picture of me laying on the ground in the waiting room at the ER, they're in trouble. But they put me in a little office, and then they just did not come back for hours.
No. And you were keeled over in pain. Your appendix is probably about to burst.
Yeah, and you never know when the appendix is going to burst, and no one was coming in. And I do remember you got like very assertive with them. Yeah. I was like, oh, thank God.
I was like going to throw a stapler. Still.
And you know what? I went to work the next day. Do you remember that?
Ridiculous. And Archie was a baby, and he was sitting on your... Or was that when your head swelled? Your face?
Archie was sitting on my face?
No.
Archie is my cousin Sal's son. Yeah, he was not born then when my head swelled up, I think.
It must have been your appendix then. It was really sweet. He was like on your hospital bed with you.
Oh, that's right.
Picture of that.
Yeah. I can help people. I can help your listeners.
You can?
Well, as long as the subjects are farting in an elevator and how to diminish it.
All right, let's listen to a call.
Okay.
Caller, you're on the air.
You left me a message. Now I'm playing it for the world. Let's hear some voicemail.
Hey, Sarah. Love you. Love your podcast. I'm sitting here eating a tasty pancake breakfast I made myself, and the thought hit me, I wonder how Sarah pronounces the word S-Y-R-U-P. You know that sweet stuff you put on top of pancakes? Being from New Hampshire, I wonder if you have a specific way of saying that word.
Syrup.
Yeah, syrup. Ugh, what a dumbass.
Fucking idiot.
Jesus.
What's the other way you say it? Syrup?
Syrup?
How do you say it?
I say scissor.
Oh my God, Isabella.
No, there's syrup or syrup.
That's
syrup.
Like that. It has the essence of burp in there. Scissor, you say?
Yeah, I do it while burping. The scissor is a rapper's.
Oh, you know what? I think it was like Little John, maybe.
I played. Did I play Little John on your show once?
Probably, yeah. He was on the show a few times, but he used to, or maybe it was, what's his name from New Orleans, Lil Wayne. He used to drink this, it was like a word for the cough syrup. It was cough syrup with codeine in it, and it was a popular narcotic in the hip hop community.
Really?
In the early 2000s. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never felt older, whiter, or just those two things. I don't have any more notes.
Yeah.
All right. Are there any other questions?
Hey, Sarah, it's Annie. Been listening to your program for a long time. Been following your work for years. Saw you at the Midland on the postmortem tour in KCMO, and it was a magical night. Thank you so much for all your vulnerability and all your hilarity. You're a light in the world, and we need you. I'm calling today because I'm kind of going in for a big thing this afternoon.
A big what?
I'm a bit of an actor. And this kind of unique opportunities come around. I was called in to audition. I really want to get it. And I was listening to you, and I thought, maybe I'll just call and check in with Sarah and see. Because I just, as an actor, I've been through a lot of rejection. And I guess I want to know, how do you deal with rejection? And how do you deal with getting the thing you want? Both, right? I always try to tell myself this is for my joy, not for my disappointment, and not wallow and, being bummed if I don't get a thing I want, but it sucks, and I wondered if you had any, mindset suggestions or thoughts or quotes or whatever nuggets, from your life experience. Yeah.
I hope that ambulance is for me.
Yeah, that's all.
Sometimes 90 seconds just sounds like it's still going.
Awesome.
Yeah. This is why we have texts now. Because of voicemails like this one that go on and on and on. I cannot. Do you listen to voicemails when you get them?
I read. You can read them now.
And half of it is wrong, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Half of it is wrong. It doesn't matter. I cannot listen. There's something very uncomfortable about sitting there listening to a voicemail. It was never like that. Like if you get a message on your answering machine, you're like, oh, let's go through these and see who called. It was like a big announcement. But now, there's something about, maybe our attention spans are so short now, but it's like, just get to the fucking thing. And the other thing, the voice message where somebody leaves you with the job of listening to their long voice message. Mm-hmm. Now, unless they're doing characters or there's like something funny that they want to express that they couldn't express in text, this makes me nuts. This is like, you know what? I was too lazy to turn this into a text. I'm going to make you sit there and spend 3 minutes listening to this. It drives me nuts.
Oh, yeah, because it's just sound waves. You can't just read it.
No, you got to listen to it. Do you have that? You hate that or no?
I don't mind. Well, you know who does that is Todd Glass, because
from him, I would take it.
He can't really read or write. I mean, just because he's very, very dyslexic. And
his delivery, though, is important.
It's totally worth it, though.
Yeah. I do have if you were to look at my voicemails, I have I save, first of all, from anyone that's old, I save all their voicemails.
Yes.
So I have all my
Georgie
Aunt Chippy's,
Shapiro from the Bronx. Yeah.
Everyone of Aunt Chippy's voicemails. And then if there are certain people like that, like if Martin Short leaves me a voicemail, like I'll save that.
Of course.
And I do have a funny, if you were to look through my voicemails, it would be amusing.
Yeah. I kept all my parents' voicemails, Dad and Janice, and then, like anything I want to save, anyone who I think might die.
I gave you a tape you had left at my house.
It was crazy. Well, no, you got a bunch of stuff digitized because it was probably one of those small tapes.
Yeah, it was unlabeled.
I still haven't listened to all of it. But
see, that's the thing. Even these voicemails that you treasure, you look back on, even those are difficult to listen to.
Well, it's funny. Not even when my mom died, when her friend Pat Do you remember my mom's friend,
Yeah,
Pat?
I remember Pat, yeah.
When she died, I got a box from her friend of stuff of my mother's, and like she had written like love letters to my mother, and my mother had been like, I love you as a friend, kind of stuff.
Wow.
And everything. But tons of stuff of my mom's, and you'd think I would just devour it. And I think we think like, if when I die, they'll go
Right.
through all my things. No, they won't.
They
They won't.
won't.
You don't. And so I still have this box. I've gone through a few things, and they're amazing, but I don't find myself doing it. But I did find a piece of paper that my mom wrote, and it's written all over it, and it's labeled "Things I Hate." And I swear to God, 2 things on them one says racism, and the very next thing is people who say nuclear.
I'm totally with her on both of those things. But that's really good. There were only 2 things she hated, huh?
No, it's filled with a million things, but they were like back to back right up top.
Do you find you identify with a lot of those things that she hated?
I mean,
Is my name on the list? I
No.
hope not. Okay, good. All right.
I do. I have inherited some of her less savory traits.
Right.
Like
Sure.
my hearing is terrible, but like really loud noise hurts. And I've become like, remember when she was in the front row of your show and she blocked
Yeah,
her?
with her ears plugged. And then the other thing that you have is, that's a charming quality, is that you do not allow anyone to chew gum around you, but you chew gum.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just spit out gum when I got here. I go, if he sees me chewing gum. And it's not that I mind people having the right to chew gum, but it's that when people chomp gum,
Yeah.
like animals,
Right.
it triggers my real thing, misophonia.
Yeah. Didn't you win the misophonia pageant? You New Hampshire?
I've learned to deal with it pretty well, but basically just taking myself out of the situation. But and it's probably gotten better because it really gets triggered if there's like any stress in my body. And I'm not without stress, but I'm pretty good at navigating it. I'm better at navigating it now, but it's the worst.
Here's a new
Chomping.
thing.
My biggest fear is someone like eating a crisp apple in a quiet car.
It sounds like you're describing something very pleasant, very pleasurable, like biting into a crisp apple in your car. But this one's bothering me even more lately as I get older. And this is a really weird one. I don't know why this bothers me. The sound of water being poured into a glass. The sound of any liquid. It gives me this feeling of it makes the hair stand up on my neck because it feels something about it feels greedy. Yeah, there's something greedy about it that I don't like. I hate piñatas and I hate the whole kids jumping on the floor and grabbing the candy. This is like my vision of hell. There's something about the sound of water being poured into a glass that just bothers me. And if it happens in a TV show or a movie or even like at the dinner table, like at least I can see it and know when it's going to be over, but it bothers me. It's dumb, but
it's not dumb because it's not. These things aren't reasonable, conscious things. They're triggers from something.
Right, like your sister's fear of buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to tell her not to even listen to this. They're bees. They're referred to as bees.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Which, when I heard about it, of course, immediately made me mad. That was my reaction.
Yes. Well, it used to be hard for you to understand things you didn't experience directly.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's called empathy.
No, I have a lot of empathy.
Yes. You did.
Yeah, but yes, I do have a knee-jerk reaction to things. But even to say you're afraid of bees, that would make sense. They sting.
Right. Bees, yeah.
But to be afraid of buttons.
But when the internet came, I was able to search it, and it's a thing. Not that it's funny that we need it to be a thing to accept it.
This is how
that's her
this
experience.
is also how crazy people found each other with their conspiracy theories. Is they're like, there are like-minded individuals out there.
Confirmation bias.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Do you drink water out of a glass?
I do. Yeah, I drink water out of a glass, but when I pour it in the glass, I pour it along the side like I'm taking a
like
beer
beer.
out of the tap, so I don't have to hear it.
So it's the glug glug that's
yes.
offensive?
Yeah. Now that you say it, it really hits me hard. The glug glug I don't like at all.
So the sound of, I don't want to make you think of it.
No, it's okay. It's not like I'm...
That sound, what is that associated with? It's almost like Todd Glass used to say how when men would like jiggle peanuts in their fist and pop it into their mouth, he'd be like, that guy's rich, you know? There's something about like the cavalierness of it. I always thought that was amazing because I get that, you know? Like,
yeah. Didn't you have a thing also like when somebody does a certain thing, it tells you how they jerk off? Wasn't there like some like motion that indicated to you that that's their style? Oh yeah, when they do the
like, yeah, whatever. You know,
yeah, when they do the
I did used to have a bit about it, but I can never remember bits once they're done. I can't. When comics go, well, just do old bits until you have new bits. It's completely.
You got to
like,
leave yourself voicemails, you know?
It's not that. It's just once I've finished doing material and I'm on to the next.
It's gone.
Like now I'm starting over. My material's fucking garbage. Like I hope that I am able to think of better things.
But maybe like the deadlines that I have each day for my job, maybe you need that.
That's true. When I sit down for 10 minutes, I get something. Like, yeah, You're right.
Right. You just got to sit down. Do you think
right again.
Anything will have come out of this? Do you think there are any thoughts that you will bring to the stage?
I mean,
maybe skipping. It's very visual. I think people will like to see you skip.
What's that bit though? Like, hey, do you guys skip
That's
like
not
this?
my problem. That's your problem to come up with. What's this? What do you? Oh, I got to write your material now? Come on.
Can you? But don't you feel like when you have more to do in a day, you get more done?
Yeah,
and like
sure.
those few times when you're like, oh my God, I have a free day, you can't get anything done.
Get nothing done. And then you understand other people. It does give you an understanding of how other people have such a hard time. People have nothing to do, have such a hard time doing anything. And then they're amazed at like, if I was just like, just give it to me, I'll take care of it for you. And I get it done. They're like, oh, that's unbelievable. But now your face is on my driver's license.
No, that's a real joke. You just wrote a joke?
Yeah, you know me.
I know you
typing.
write jokes, but that was so
that's a real
fully
joke.
realized.
So such an insulting compliment you just gave me.
No, not at all. You're like the most prolific person I've ever met. That was just such a fully realized joke.
What is that? Bubula? Is that how you spell bubula?
I guess.
Oh, I've never seen it written.
I don't think that there's any one way to spell like Yiddish things. I think it's just how the ear hears it.
Yeah, because there are like, maybe Hanukkah's not a Yiddish word, but there are like 9 accepted spellings of Hanukkah.
Yeah, I guess the thing with Yiddish is it's however it sounds.
Really?
Yeah.
I like
There's
that.
a million ways to spell like mishpucha.
And if you think about it, the word Yiddish kind of lends itself to that
Ish.
philosophy. It's Yiddish. It doesn't have to be exact. It's Yiddish.
Yeah.
I disagree about mishpucha. I think there's one way to spell it.
I've seen a couple.
Oh, okay. Well, what would you say are the ways, Amy?
It's Mishpucha.
I've seen it with a K. I've seen it with a B.
I've seen it spelled with 3 Q's in the middle of the word. Do you want to skip? Do you want to learn how to skip?
Yeah, why don't we skip? So, I mean, I'm slowing down. Oh, shit, I have to do the wrap-up thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Dad, wherever you are in time, space, continuum, and Jimmy here, let me just say that we are winding down. This is the part of the podcast when I say, send me your questions. Go to speakpipe.com/the Sarah Silverman Podcast. That's speakpipe.com/the Sarah Silverman Podcast.
And keep it tight.
Keep it tight.
You
don't have to use the whole 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Subscribe, rate, and review wherever you listen to podcasts. If you want to watch with your eye holes, we're on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, now's a great time. Jimmy, listen to this.
Oh.
Subscribe to Lemonada Sounds like I have a cold in that. Subscribe to Lemonada Premium. Just hit the subscribe button on Apple Podcasts, or for all other podcast apps, head to lemonadapremium.com for bonus content you are not going to want to miss. That's lemonadapremium.com.